Hi. Have you ever sent an email and immediately wished you could take it back? We've all done that sometime or the other. Maybe you forgot the attachment. Maybe you sent it to the wrong recipient. Or maybe you're too blunt in your message. Email is one of the most common ways in which we communicate at work. And small mistakes like this can become very costly, can hamper the relationship you have with your colleagues, supervisors, and people who work under you. In the next 5 minutes, let's look at 5 common mistakes that we need to avoid when sending email. Mistake number 1, writing a vague subject line. Imagine receiving an email that has in the subject line just hi or questions. You have no idea what the email is about. A good subject line gives the reader the context of what your email is about even before they open. So what can you do? Instead of question or hi, be very specific. Instead of just saying important, just say action required, submit timesheet by Friday. Or action required, meeting starts at 10 o'clock tomorrow. It helps the recipient understand what your email is about very specifically. It also helps them to understand how they need to respond to you. Mistake number 2, making your email too long. We all receive that long email with one giant paragraph. By the time you reach the end, you're wondering, wait, what am I supposed to do? So try to make your emails easy to scan. Keep your sentences short and focused, and focus on the main point. If you have a lengthy message to send, use bulleted lists or you can use numbered lists. Try to make your emails easy to scan by doing this. Keep your sentences short and focus on the main point. So bulleted lists help when you have several points to communicate. For example, you could say, hey Johnny, by Friday, can you have these things ready? And you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 list of things that you want Johnny to keep ready by Friday. That way there's no confusion. Remember, clear doesn't mean long. You can be clear in your email. If you use bulleted lists, before you send the email, ask yourself, can I say this more simply? If the answer is yes, then edit it. Mistake number 3, using the wrong tone. When we are speaking face to face, our voice and body language clearly communicate the meaning of what we are saying to the other person or person. Emails don't have that advantage. They are disembodied. Consider this message. Why haven't you sent this yet? So it may sound impatient or confrontational. So instead you could say, just checking in on the status of this. Could you let me know when you expect to have this ready? That way the message is clear, but the tone is much more professional. So before sending an email, especially when you're frustrated, especially when you're angry or impatient or irritated, pause, reread it from the other person's perspective. Would you want to receive a similar message? No. So edit it. Mistake number 4 is forgetting the details. Important details, for example, could be forgetting an attachment, sending the email to the wrong person, using the wrong date or time, or accidentally leaving off someone from the message. Maybe the message was meant to be sent to more than one person. Here's a simple habit. Check before you send. Look at the recipient list. Do you have every person's name that you need to send the email to? Check your attachment. Have you uploaded the attachment? Verify the date and time and names and other important information. Sometimes time zones differ, so make sure that you check the time zone. So pay attention to 2 CC and BCC fields. Only include people who actually need the information. Taking a few seconds to check these details can prevent a lot of awkward moments. So you can prevent a bigger problem by avoiding this mistake. Mistake number 5 is sending without proofreading. We all make typos. So click on that AI button, check grammar, check spelling, check if you have addressed the person correctly by their designation. Say, Dr. So and so, or professor, or manager, whoever it is. Make sure you edit and you proofread the text of the email before you send it. So before sending, check spelling, check grammar, check names, and check dates. And most importantly, check what you're asking the person to do. For important messages, you may have to take a little more time before you click send. Especially if you're angry or frustrated, that's the time not to send an email. What I do is when I am frustrated or when I don't agree with something and I have to send this very difficult email, I craft it and I put it in the draft mode. It's going to sit there for some time till it gives me time to think and regroup and become a little calm. Then I'll go back to the email and I'll make sure that I address all these mistakes that I would have otherwise made. Sometimes you may even not send the email. Sometimes you may decide not to send the email. And that may save you a lot of trouble in the future. So let's recap 5 email mistakes to avoid. Number 1, don't use vague subject lines. Number 2, don't make your emails unnecessarily long. Number 3, watch your tone. Number 4, check your recipients and attachments and other details. Number 5, always take a moment to proofread before you hit send. Good email communication isn't about using complicated words or writing long messages. It's about being clear, professional, respectful, and thoughtful. So the next time you are about to send an email, pause for a few seconds and ask yourself, is this clear? Is this professional? Have I checked everything? Those few seconds could make a big difference in your workplace.